I'm laughing. If you hear craziness going on in my house, it's because there is craziness going on in my house. I have not made a video in a hot second, and I'm sorry. My husband has been gone training. For those of you that know, he is in the military, and so he was training, and he was in Ranger Battalion for a while, which is where we were in Georgia, and now that we're in Colorado Springs, he's with Special Forces. So he was gone, and with a 15-month-old, well, she's now 16 months old, nursing. Also, she had a tiny bit of a cold. It might have been allergies, but anyway, so she was like stuck to the nursing constantly. And then I also have a 4-year-old that I am homeschooling preschool. She's 4.5, so it's like it was very difficult for me to do anything, let alone make a video. So I'm sorry for the hiatus. And if you have a PayPal request, it's on the schedule. I promise I'm not forgetting anybody. I'm just going down the line. And for those of you on Patreon, as you know already, I don't really have to explain it on here, but I did finish the September request. So I have the October schedule up for y'all to add your stuff too. So this request is from Will, and I'm excited because it's Eydie Gorme. And here's the thing about Eydie Gorme. I don't know anything else that she sings besides this one song when I was little, and my mom had this tape of Christmas songs. And it's Eydie Gorme and Stephen Lawrence, and I think they were married. And I need to look up a backstory here, but I just remember hearing them sing Let It Snow, but it was like their version. So it's like, let the elements decide to quit, to let it sleet, hail and snow up a storm. And I remember hearing her voice and being like, that's how I want to sing. That's what I would kill to sound like. To me, she has the perfect voice, at least in that song. I have not heard anything else she has done. And I was listening to that when I was like 5 up until now. I listen to it every Christmas. I love it. It's just... So if she sounds like she does in that song and anything else, then I know I'm going to love it. And just the retro voice that she has, which of course then it wasn't retro, it was what she was. But just the quality. Y'all know I always talk about like the quality in a voice, the tone of the voice, the just... So thank you, Will, for this request. I'm really excited. This one is called If He Walked Into My Life. So let's see here. Am I going to like this? Oh, if you want your request done, please, please, please check me out on PayPal. There's a link below, as well as Patreon. I also have a podcast. It doesn't have to do with music, but if you want to support that way, that's not anything to do with money, all right, then just go to Apple Podcasts or any podcast platform and look up Cherishing Childhood, the low-tech parenting podcast. And I put a link in the description as well. If you can just click on it and give me a good rating, I would really appreciate it because that kind of knocks you up in the whole podcast thing. Okay, sorry. I've been gone a while, so I'm like chatting you up. Signs point to yes. Okay. And also remember that my husband's been gone, so I'm with children, small children, 24/7. So just talking to you guys is like talking to adults, and I'm excited. Okay, I'll stop.
Was I soft or was I tough? Did I give enough? Did I give too much? At the moment that he needed me, did I ever turn away? Would I be there when he called? If he walked into my life today, were his days a little dull? Were his nights a little wild? Did I overstate my plans? Did I stress the man? And forget the charm think of one or two. If he walked into my life today, should I blame the times I pampered him, or blame the times I lost him? What a shame I never really found the boy before I lost him. With the years a little fast, was his world a little free? Was there too much of a crowd, all too lush and loud, and not enough of me? So I left myself my whole life long. What went wrong along the way? Would I make the same mistakes if he walked into my life
You know, it's like I have chills and I'm tearing up and I'm like trying not to cry, and I'm not one of those people that said anything got to me when it came to COVID and staying home and not having to wear a mask everywhere, not being able to take my girls to the library and like all this stuff. And as y'all know, I'm a librarian, or I was. And so it's funny that something like this would bring it all out. And I think it's because when I look at her and I look at her performance and I see her passion and I see how she can evoke emotion from the audience and this empowerment, this feminine energy and this femininity, but also this strength, and like, and it makes me sad to think of times now when you see these pop singers or these performers and it's like they always are just like half naked and have their legs open, and it's supposed to be empowering to be gross or something. I don't know. I think maybe I'm just born in the wrong generation. Or maybe I'm definitely, my past lives, I was in the 40s. I know this looks like it was in the 60s. I was probably in the 60s. I was just all this feminine energy, strong feminine energy, and I feel that from her, and it just really got to me. Like, I wish we could go back to then or be like that again. And her talent, there's no screeching. Her high notes, her loud notes is just pure talent. And there's no there's no yelling or just there's none of that. And she doesn't have to show anything to be beautiful and wonderful. And I just, so anyway, it's a 10 for me. I probably didn't even have to say that. And now I just want to go cry. Like I said, it just like brought this out of me for some reason. Like, I've been fine. Like, maybe I haven't, I don't know. But I feel like I've been fine. I've dealt with it. Everything's sucking, but I've dealt with it. But then hearing this for some reason, and it had nothing to do with anything except a lost love, but maybe, I don't know. It just got to me. Man. Thanks, Will. That was a good one. Yeah, I'll be back. Music with Monolith. Thanks for watching. Cheers.